Hello and welcome to Southside News Today. I'm Chuck Vipperman. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Strength Runner Dave Gluharif on Crackhead Street, Guns, Gear, and Ammo, Route 58 Cascade, and by the Chatham Star-Tribune. The Danville School Board is weighing next year's proposed budget, a package that includes federal COVID-19 recovery funds. School Finance Director Sharon Barksdale says the extra cash will help them meet most of their long-term goals.
You'll hear things like reduced class sizes, additional classroom space to move to 5 to 5, employee raises. All of these things move us closer to our goal of excellence.
And Barksdale says every dollar counts, especially with the number of local students steadily dropping.
Our student attendance for the last 10 years, and as you can see, it has steadily declined. And so our state funding is really tied to these numbers.
The budget wraps up the second part of a 5% employee pay raise. City schools are getting about $13 million in pandemic relief from Congress. That will allow them to add 5 days to the school year. The money will also give teachers and others a $1,500 one-time stipend. Barksdale says they'll add other positions to make up for all the lost time due to the pandemic.
We have included 67 certified teachers. We've also added the virtual academy at Taylor. We are adding 8 literacy specialists for elementary and middle school, and these teachers will have credentials including master's degrees or reading endorsements.
The city's offering a full-time virtual learning academy this fall. The package asks for no increase in local funding from Danville City Council. A 48-year-old Halifax County man is wanted on a charge of second-degree murder after a weekend shooting death. 38-year-old man was shot and killed late Friday night at a home on Harmony Road. Deputies say they found a man lying in a driveway suffering from a gunshot wound. Pronounced dead at the scene, his name has not been released. An autopsy is scheduled. Halifax County Sheriff Fred Clark says an arrest warrant's been issued for Jeffrey Franklin Davis, who lives on Bold Springs Road. Anyone with information on Davis's whereabouts is asked to call the Halifax County Sheriff's Department at 434-476-3334. A Martinsville woman charged with setting 2 fires this weekend at the apartment building where she lives. One accidentally, the other on purpose. 20-year-old Simone Natalie Pacheco is charged with arson of a dwelling and 2 counts of arson of personal property. She's being held without bond. Now, the fires happened Thursday and Friday evening at an 8-unit apartment building at the corner of Indian Trail and Windsor Lane, Martinsville. City Fire Chief Ted Anderson tells the Martinsville Bulletin the fire on Friday was arson. They think Pacheco accidentally started a fire in her own apartment's kitchen the night before, then intentionally set one the next day. No one was hurt in either fire. 3 tenants, though, were displaced. A Route 58 project that's been on the drawing board for decades will begin in a matter of months. The State Department of Transportation this summer will begin to widen Route 58 over Lover's Leap out in Patrick County. That $300 million project will 4-lane about a 7.5-mile stretch of the road. It's a complicated project. It could take up to 5 years to complete. Now, this will finish upgrades to the 36 miles of Route 58 from Hillsville to Stewart. It's the last remaining section to be 4-laned from I-77 to the coast. 5th District Congressman Bob Good has introduced a bill to make sure police departments have access to the latest gear. The Protect Our Police Act would prohibit any restriction on a program which allows police departments access to military surplus equipment. Critics say letting police have military equipment turns them into a paramilitary organization. But Good says law enforcement should have full access to life-saving military equipment used to protect and save the lives of American soldiers. He cites recent terrorist attacks, search and rescue operations, and natural disasters as proof of need. The George Floyd Justice in Policing Act of 2021 would limit the ability of police to get such equipment. A Henry County woman won't forget her recent birthday anytime soon. Laura McDaniel got a birthday dinner out from her husband Travis in Danville recently. On the way home, they stopped here at the Corner Market in Brosville to buy some Virginia Lottery scratchers. One of those tickets ended up winning them $777,000 $777. They found out when they got to their Bassett home and scratched off the tickets. It was a Lucky Sevens multiplier ticket. A top prize winner, the fourth and final one. That means the game will be discontinued now. The odds of their winning the top prize, 1 in 734,000. Congratulations. Let's go now to Dr. Joey Fawcett and today's installment of Live Positive.
I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett, coaching you to live positive and increase your positivity with greater joy so that you make a life worth living. So, how was your vacation? Why is it that to take a week of vacation, you have to do 2 weeks of work before you leave and 2 weeks of work when you return? You're only gone a week. Does the work multiply while you're gone or something? This reality can produce a certain amount of guilt about vacation times, right? For instance, let's say you go to the beach, pick up a seashell and put it up to your ear. Do you hear the soothing tides of the ocean gently rolling in on the shore? Or do you hear, so you thought you'd get away from work for a week, did you? Don't you feel guilty? Just think of all the work you're missing. That associate could be moving up to take your place, you know? When making a living interrupts your making a life, when work intrudes on recreation, remember that word recreation comes from 2 words meaning to create again. Your vacation is a time to recreate your spirit, your family relationships, your passion for life. So live positive today and focus all of who you are in making a positive life worth living and enjoy your vacation. Coaching you to live positive and increase your positivity with greater joy so that you make a life worth living. I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett.
Thanks, Dr. Joey, and that is Southside News Today. I'm Chuck Vipperman. Southside News Today brought to you by Guns, Gear, and Ammo, Route 58 Cascade, the Chatham Star Tribune, and by Strength Runner, Dave Gluhariff, Craighead Street, downtown Danville. I'm Chuck Vipperman. Have a great day.